Hey, Shalom. First off, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give a double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who has taught me this truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and risk a lot to do so. It's going to be a quick video, just through the spirit. A couple things I just want to go over here in Sirach as far as the judgment for the ungodly. But real quick, let me make sure my screen recorder is microphone on. Okay, perfect. So this is Sirach 16, and I'm gonna start at 6. It says, "In the congregation of the ungodly shall a fire be kindled, and in a rebellious nation wrath is set on fire." Okay, it says, "In the congregation of the ungodly shall a fire be kindled." So a fire is going to be started to the congregation of the ungodly. Now, what you could use that for is that's basically, the judgment that's going to happen to the unrighteous generation now, which is those who dwell across the world, but, mostly in America. Okay. And the reason why is because when you go into certain scriptures, like scriptures about nukes or nuclear war, that's for an unrighteous generation. Okay. That fire is going to be, because the world was destroyed by water. We know that. Now, Most High promised that he wouldn't destroy the world by using water anymore. So what he's going to use? He's going to use fire now. And when you go on this like second Esdras, or you go into Revelation, I think it's the 8th or the 9th chapter, it tells you these things, the prophecy of the end. Okay, and then when you read this, we live in an ungodly place full of ungodly people. So we understand that, okay, judgment is not executed speedily, but the ultimate judgment, the ultimate tab to pay is going to be at the end when that fire is going to be set. That fire is going to be kindled. This is Sirach. I'm going to read it back. Sirach 16:6, it says, "In the congregation of the ungodly shall a fire be kindled, and in a rebellious nation wrath is set on fire. He was not pacified toward the old giants who fell away in the strength of their foolishness. Neither spared he the place where Lot sojourned, but abhorred them for their pride." Okay? And what do you have now? It's like it abhorred them for their pride. And what do you have now? You have, gay pride, homosexuality at a rampant rate. Okay, where Lot sojourned was Sodom and Gomorrah, which Sodom and Gomorrah was known for what? Homosexual acts. The land of the homosexuals. Same thing with this place. This place is Sodom and Gomorrah all over again. This place is Egypt all over again. That's why it's called Sodom and Egypt. This place is probably every wicked nation that has, or every wicked dwelling place that have, been on the face of the earth in one. Okay, you have adultery at an all-time high. You have homosexuality at an all-time high. You have murder at an all-time high. You have, unlawful dealings at an all-time high. You got, Israelites being enslaved. You got Israelites being killed. You got people dealing with each other falsely. Okay, so, and the list goes on. It's ETC at the end of what I just said. The list goes on and on and on and on. Okay, and what do you think is going to happen? You'll be a fool to sit up here and think nothing's going to happen. You'll be a fool to sit up here and think that all this is taking place and nothing's going to happen. Even though your flesh might, sometimes mess with you and things of that nature, you have to understand that, listen, man, the time is, it's the time and the place for everything. The sins just reach up into heavens. That's why that's why the prophets, when they actually how Shai, what they say, how do we know when the time, when the time is, when the end is going to be here? And he gave them signs to look for, like plagues, earthquakes in diverse places, people walking, scoffing, doing what they will, doing whatever they want to do. Okay, that is the time that we're in. Okay, it says, neither spared he the place where Lot sojourned, but abhorred them for their pride. He pitied not the people who perdition, who were taken away in their sins, nor the 600 footmen who gathered together in the hardness of their hearts. And if there be one stiff neck among the people, it is marvel if he escape unpunished. Okay, so you got a hard-headed person, okay, a hard-headed person or a hard-headed nation or a hard-headed place, a hard-headed dweller place. It says, it is marvel if he escaped. Now the scriptures don't say. This scripture doesn't say, a hard headed, dwelling place or anything like that. But we live in a place where you have nothing but stiff necked people. Okay, especially among our people. The scriptures tell you that our people, Israel, is a stiff necked people. But like they say, they got a saying in the world. My mom used to say. It says, she say, well, she still says. She said, a hard head make a. But she said, a hard head make a soft ass. So, like this scripture says, it says, it's a marvel if he escaped unpunished, for mercy and wrath are with him. He is mighty to forgive and to pour out displeasure. As his mercy is great, so is his correction also. Right? So as the Most High, as his mercy is great, because he does have mercy, he does show mercy. Okay, knowing that, we in the flesh and things of that nature, he shows mercy on us, and we have to ask for mercy every day. I mean, he showed us mercy by waking us up to this knowledge, and not putting us away when you really sit back and analyze and think about it. Okay, it says, as his mercy, so is his correction also. He judgeth a man according to his works. The sinner shall not escape with his spoils, and the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated. See, look, and the godly does have patience. Okay, but this is like this. The Most High's word is more than gold. I don't even want to say gold, but it's more than gold, and it's more than for sure that is going to happen, because we do have patience, right? We do have patience that these things are going to, things are going to get better, and these people are going to be destroyed. And in the scripture, I believe he understands that. It says the sinner shall not escape with his spoils. Right, the sinner's not going to escape with his spoils. Okay, so the sinners or people that have did you wrong, or if you look at it on a global scale, America, it's not gonna just go in and walk away clean. Nah, not at all, not at all. It says, and the patient of the godly shall not be frustrated, because it does take patience. The godly is patient. You do have to have some patience to dwell in this place each and every day. Like, it's when you wake up. Ain't no going, like, you'll never be the same. When you wake up and you'll never look at this place the same. Okay? And you're gonna have you're gonna have to have patience, but the patience are not gonna go unrewarded. Okay, it says, make way for every work of mercy, for every man shall find according to his works. The Lord hardened Pharaoh that he shall not know him, that his powerful works might be known to the world. Now, so the Lord he hardened Pharaoh, which shows you that the Most High is in control of everything. We don't have any, we can say what we want to do, but at the end of the day, we really don't have any control over nothing. To be honest with you, like, none at all. Like, we don't got no control of nothing. It's, the Most High, he controls everything, and ultimately this is his movie. We're just his people. Okay? It says after everything, after the plagues that hit Egypt and everything, it said the Lord hardened Pharaoh that he should not know him. Okay, that whose powerful works might be shown in the world. The Most High Yahweh's powerful works may be shown in the world. Okay, and we continue to hear about Egypt. So when you go into scripture now, it says, what does it say? It's on the tip of my tongue. It says, roughly paraphrasing, I can select it for this. It says, we should no more talk about, we're not going to talk about, basically, fleeing or being saved out of Egypt, but we're going to talk about being delivered out of the north country. And that's talking about here. Okay. That's talking about here. It says, his mercy is manifest to every creature, and he hath separated his light from the darkness with an adamant. Say not thou, I will hide myself from the Lord. And that's a very low level way of thinking. That's a very prideful and a very low level way of thinking. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's because you got to be proud to say you ain't gonna hide yourself from a man that has your hairs numbered, or a man that created you. It says, shall any remember me from above? I will not be remembered among so many people. See, and that's and believe it or not, believe it or not, people of our nation have this attitude. I think the majority of the people of our nation have this attitude. That's why they do what they do. That's why they don't take what we say serious or what we do serious. That's why it's made to look like a gazing stock until shit hit the fan. Because when his shit hit the fan, guess what's going to happen? People are going to start to inquire. People are going to start to look. People are going to start to seek out. People are going to start to wonder where those guys go that said what's going to happen. Where did it go? Because it's happening. Okay, it says, I should not be remembered among so many people, for what is my soul among such an infinite number of creatures? See? It says, behold, the heaven and the heavens of heavens, the deep and the earth and all that therein is shall be moved when he shall visit. The mountains also and the foundations of the earth be shaken with trembling when the Lord looketh upon them. No heart can think upon these things worthily, and who is able to conceive his ways? Okay, it says no heart can think upon these things worthily. Okay, and who is able to conceive his ways? So no, we can't even. Yeah, we give the example of things of that nature, but we can't really. We don't know until it happened. We don't know what it's really going to look like until it happened. We could go off movies. We can go off, different dreams and stuff like that, which a dream is probably the most, the most accurate, or, the most, how you going to feel it is the closest way to feeling it before feeling it, or a vision, right? Which, when Edgar saw the vision, he was like, woe is me, who going to deliver me in those days? Okay, when he saw the vision of what he was seeing as far as all hell breaking loose. It says, who can declare the works of his... And, all this is... We have to remember, all the hell that's coming is justified because of all the shit that's been going on. Okay? Everything that's... And, I just hope, right? I humbly hope, I hope that I'm just on the right hand, of Yahweh Shai. I'm just on this good side when the time to come. That's why we do these videos. That's why we go on the highways and byways. That's why we, take rebuke, and that's why we try to correct ourselves as best as we can, because, if you have this knowledge and you got this truth, you are going to be held accountable for what you know. Okay? In the leastest words I could give it to you. It says, who can declare the works of his justice, or who can endure them? For his covenant is afar off, and the trial of all things is in the end. He that wanteth understanding will think upon vain things, and a foolish man erring imagine follies. I'm gonna stop at 24. It says, my son, hearken unto me and learn knowledge, and mark my words with thy heart. Okay, and that's what we have to do. Okay, and that's what we have to do, because the things that, the thing to come ain't gonna be so pretty. And I'm able to say that comfortably on this video because it's not here, but scripture say that the righteous shall scarcely be saved. And I'm hoping I'm part of the righteous. That's why I'm doing this. That's why we do these videos. That's why I do the videos. So I go out to the highways and byways. That's why I try to correct myself, and you Akim as well. You Akim doing the same thing as well is what I mean. This is Jeremiah 30. I'll start at 6. It says, ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great also, that none is like it. It is even in time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay, but it says, ask ye now and see whether a man do travail with child. So, men is going to be like women, you manly man, you gang banger. I ain't gonna say manly man, but I'm gonna say you so-called tough guys, you so-called, beat a nigga up, rob a nigga, slap a nigga, sell a nigga drug type dudes. Yeah, we're gonna see how tough you is in the day to come, because really the toughest guys are going to be the elect and the 1/3 who humbly do what they have to do in order to hope to receive salvation in the time to come. Okay? It says, alas, for that day that's great, so that none is like it. Okay, so there's never been a day like like this day that's about to come. Okay, so we have to always mind that and keep that in the back of our heads when we do videos, or when we go out to the highways and byways, or when we study, or just when we talk to Akim, or try to correct Akim or take correction. Like, we have to remember this, and I'm talking to myself as well. So with that, man, Lord willing, video is edifying. I hope this video spark you brothers to do a lesson. And I just hope the fear of the Lord stay on all of us, man. And until we up in those chariots, man, and forevermore. So with that, man, Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to say, call halal Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the water Yahweh Shem Yahushua for giving me the lesson and do this video. I want to say shalom to you, Akim. Lord willing, you brothers keep pushing. Shalom.